It is Friday morning. Your alarm hasn't even gone off yet, but your phone screen lights up on the nightstand. You squint through the dark and read the push notification. Direct deposit of $4,200 received. Your brain gets an instant rush of dopamine. You take a deep breath, look at the ceiling, and tell yourself a comforting story. I have $4,000. And right there, in that exact fraction of a second, you just fell into the most dangerous psychological trap of the modern economy. Because you don't have $4,000. You just touched it. By Monday afternoon, over $2,000 is going to automatically teleport to your landlord. $500 is going to your car note. $300 is going to the insurance company, and the rest is already earmarked for the grocery store. You didn't make $4,000. You acted as an unpaid human routing number, transferring money from your employer's bank account directly into the bank accounts of 5 different megacorporations. Today, we are going to fix the glitch in your financial programming. We are going to break down the absolute fundamental difference between income and wealth and show you how to stop living as a temporary holding cell for other people's money. Let's get into it. In the English language, society uses 2 words interchangeably that actually describe completely opposite financial dimensions. Income is your flow rate. It is the water coming out of the faucet. Wealth is your reservoir. It is the water that actually stays inside the bucket. If you turn a faucet on at maximum blast, but the bottom of the bucket is completely kicked out, that bucket is going to stay bone dry forever. It does not matter if your faucet is pouring $4,000 a month or $40,000 a month. If the drain matches the faucet, your net worth is mathematically trapped at absolute zero. This is the exact reason you see Americans making $120,000 a year who secretly feel a wave of biological panic every time their check engine light comes on. They have mastered the high-pressure flow rate, but they have zero reservoir. They are high-income broke. The very first step to escaping this hamster wheel is permanently changing your mental definition of what a paper dollar actually is. When a broke person receives an unexpected $10,000 bonus at work, their nervous system immediately runs a single automated script. What can I buy with this? They view money strictly as a token of consumption. Within 90 days, that $10,000 has mutated into a trip to Tulum, a designer jacket, or a down payment on a vehicle they didn't actually need. The money was used as a medium of exchange, and now it is gone forever. When a wealthy person receives that exact same $10,000, their brain views it as a seed. If someone hands you a bag of apple seeds, and you decide to boil them and eat them for lunch today, you get a tiny, pathetic amount of calories, and then the seeds are eradicated. But if you put those seeds into the dirt, 10 years from now you own an orchard that drops free apples into your lap, while you are sitting in a lawn chair reading a paperback. Every single time you drop $100 on overpriced Friday night takeout just to feel a temporary sense of reward, you didn't just spend $100. You executed an apple tree before it ever had the chance to break through the soil. So how do you actually start planting the orchard when the cost of living feels like it is actively trying to suffocate you? You execute the 1-tier down rule. If your employer pays you $70,000 a year, the American consumer ecosystem expects you to live in a $70,000 tier apartment, drive a $70,000 tier vehicle, and wear $70,000 tier clothes. Your only survival strategy is to look at your assigned tier, step 1 pace backward, and forcefully live inside the $55,000 tier. Is it going to damage your ego? Absolutely. You are going to watch your coworkers finance a brand new vehicle at 8.5% interest while you are still driving a 12-year-old sedan with faded paint on the hood. But as Dave Ramsey famously outlined in The Total Money Makeover, you have to live like no one else right now, so later you can live and give like no one else. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. I can already see the comments typing. That's fantastic advice for someone making 80 grand. But what if I make $15 an hour? I can't step a tier down. I am already touching the concrete. If that is your current reality, listen to me very carefully. Do not try to squeeze $50 a month out of your grocery budget to put into an index fund. When your income is sitting at the baseline survival floor, your primary investment vehicle is not the stock market. It is your own market value. Take whatever leftover cash you can scrape together and buy a commercial driver's license course, an IT network certification, or a specialized trade skill. You cannot budget your way out of a severe mathematical deficit. You have to forcefully increase the faucet pressure first. Once your faucet pressure is stable and you are strictly living one tier down, the capital captured inside your bucket goes to one place: the psychological shield. Financial planners call this an emergency fund. I despise that term because an emergency sounds like a root canal or a transmission failure. Call it your shield. Let's look at the basic math. If you take your captured $500 a month and place it into a standard high-yield savings account, paying 4.2% APY, in 10 short months, you have accumulated over $5,000 in liquid cash. When you have 3 to 6 months of actual living expenses sitting inside a digital vault, your entire biological relationship with reality shifts. If your company announces corporate restructuring on a random Tuesday morning, the employee sitting next to you, living paycheck to paycheck, is going to experience a spike in cortisol that literally shortens their lifespan. You are going to sit back in your chair, look at the memo, and realize that your income can drop to absolute zero tomorrow morning, and your wealth will keep the lights on, the heating running, and the refrigerator stocked. That is the exact moment you discover true financial balance. It is not achieved when you buy the luxury watch. It is achieved when you look at the inherent instability of the world and realize it no longer holds the leverage to make you afraid. Hit the subscribe button to start building your reservoir. Secure the bucket. Build the shield. Beat the simulation.